It's first against third, it's Chelsea versus Manchester United. It's probably one of the most important games of our season so far, and we want to win to secure our place at the top of this division. With Liverpool hot on our tails, can we get the win to keep ourselves clear of them and the chasing pack? Let's get into it. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 31 of Rebuilding the Bridge. I'm Jake. Today we're playing Manchester United. We're first, they're third. We're on 48 points, they're on 34 points, but with 2 games in hand. So let's say they won them games, they would be on, do the quick maths, 3 times, they'd be on 40 points, which would put them 8 points behind us. And same with Liverpool. If Liverpool were to win, they'd be on 43 points, putting them only 5 points behind us. So we've got a bit of a gap. 18 games into the season, we've got a bit of a gap there. We're still unbeaten in the Premier League. We'll get into it in a second. Also, I'm going to show you the January transfer update. There might still be some stuff that could happen because, as you can see, it is the 25th of January. So there's 5 or 6 days left of the January transfer window. So it's not 100% that this is everything. If there's anything else, I'll update you. But it doesn't look like we're going to be spending any money. We haven't really done that. So without further ado, let's get into the transfers first and get that over and done with as quick as we can, because there isn't that much news. So a player that we have brought in, again, it's one of them young players that's going to be joining at the end of the season that you'll probably never see for very cheap, who's going into the development team. 17-year-old Colombian centre-back Mauricio Leon. Scouts think he's a pretty good player. He was very cheap. I'll see how much I picked him up for here. 1.7 million, bargain deal. It'll come at the end of the summer. If he makes it or not, we'll make money on him. Same with this guy, Marcos Antonio, who paid 5 million for him from Corinthians. Scouts are very pleased with this one. He looks like a very good player in the centre of midfield. But again, will he ever play? Will you ever see him? It's unknown. But yeah, he has joined the club. Now, the biggest bit of business in this window was 2 outgoings that we had. So I'll show you them quick. So if I go to fee, as you can see, these players here did leave in the summer window. But Jorginho, our captain, he wasn't getting much game time. He was 31, meaning we couldn't extend his contract, which did run out next year. So we kind of had to cash in or keep him until his contract ran out. And so basically it was like, take money for him or get an extra year out of him. Now, if he was consistently playing in the first team, I would get an extra year out of him for sure. But once this Chinese club, who I think they're Chinese, let me just check. Yes, they are a Chinese club. I didn't get that wrong. So once they came in and offered a decent chunk of money, which was almost 40 million, for a 31-year-old who didn't play for us, he was a backup in Eduardo Camavinga's position. So he just played the game in which Camavinga didn't. And Camavinga is very good in terms of like natural fitness. So we don't really need Jorginho that often. He hadn't played that much. He has left us. He's been a great player for us, a great captain. Him leaving means that Reece James moves up to captain and Fikayo Tomori is now a vice-captain, which is nice to see. 2 Chelsea Academy products leading the side. Now, obviously, that hole that Jorginho had needs to be filled by someone, else Camavinga can't play every single game. So we recalled Russo from Stuttgart. He'd had a good season there. I'll quickly show it you. Yes, he played in Stuttgart, 10 games, 1 assist, 2 player of the matches from defensive midfield, a 7.41 average match rating, which is very good. And he was the second best player in the Bundesliga up to that point. So we brought him back. We paid 30 million for him from Chapecoense a couple of years back. Didn't think we'd see him this early on, but his development's been very good and he slots in the squad there. The other sailors we did sell our backup goalkeeper, Diogo Costa, meaning that our backup goalkeeper now falls to this guy, David Bastian, who is the future of our goalkeeping position, I think. Once Kepa eventually leaves and gets too old, in a few years, David Bastian will step up at that point. So I want to start getting him ready now, playing in them matches where Kepa doesn't need to, like the cup games. Something did happen in one of them cup games that I'll get into in a second. Yeah, not many changes to the squad. It is pretty much the same. We're looking very good and looking like we could win the Premier League this season for the first time since season 1, and a lot more comfortably too, and actually look like the real winners instead of riding on luck. Now, one of my viewers did point out that I didn't mention about the contract situation. My contract was running out at the end of this season, as you would have known if you've been watching for a while, but we got a new deal until 2026, £250,000 a week, so we're doing very good with that. So yeah, that's great. Another big thing was the club have for a while wanted to expand their stadium or build a new stadium. We have just finished an expansion on the stadium, which adds something like 11,000 more seats. So Stamford Bridge is a bit bigger. We're improving the training facilities, stuff like that. Reece James is also on a leadership course because he is now captain. So he now is on 14 leadership, which will go up over time. So in terms of our form up until this Manchester United game, you watched us last in the Tottenham game where we drew 0-0. We then drew 0-0 against Watford in the Premier League after that, and that are the only other points we've dropped in the Premier League. We still haven't lost a game. We then beat Gillingham 3-0 in the FA Cup. We started loads of random under-23 players because the World Cup, if you remember, I did mention there was no games in December as the World Cup happened then. It was a Winter World Cup because of the Qatar World Cup. I don't know why they have to have it there, but they did. And England won it. So England finally brought it home. Some of our players came back tired for this Gillingham game, so I just played some of the under-23s, really. Then we beat West Ham 2-0. Bastoni and Xerxes getting the goals there. Then we beat Stoke 5-0. Bastoni, Reece James, Kovacic, Pedri and Pulisic, everyone chipping in that game. We then beat Nottingham Forest 3-0, Everton 3-0. We then got to an FA Cup match against Leeds, which I kind of dropped the ball on. I played a squad that should have won still, but it was kind of a rotation squad, and Leeds just scored from 2 set pieces. That was all they did all game. We just couldn't finish. And I blame myself for the team I put out there, but it is what it is. I suppose that means we're out of the Carabao Cup, we're out of the FA Cup. Our focus can now be on the Premier League and the Champions League and make sure we do well in them, which are the real important ones. And I think we could very well win the Premier League and challenge for the Champions League again. So I'm very happy with that. Even if we are out of the Cups, we can always come back for them in another season. But yeah, so today we do play Manchester United. Here is our team to face them. Let's not waste any time. It's Kepa in goal, Gramado, Bastoni, Upamecano and James in the defence. Fikayo Tomori was out with an injury for a while after the World Cup, so he's still not fully match fit yet. Camavinga, Havertz and Mount fill in the midfield. By the way, Bastoni's been really good in recent games, so I'm hoping he continues that in this match. Actually, I'll switch them to like that. There we go. Sancho on the right wing, Pedri on the left wing and Haaland up front. That is the team to face Manchester United today. Hopefully we can get a win and extend our lead at the top of the table. So without further ado, let's get into the match and let's get the win. So we are off here, and we have been in very good form before this game. We hadn't conceded in like 12 matches up until that Leeds game, which was a very annoying one. And again, we come into a channel video off the back of a bad result when really we've been playing superbly. You don't see all that, and then you see what you saw last time when we drew 0-0 to Tottenham. So hopefully we don't have a repeat of that situation. Hopefully you can actually see us playing at our best today. We have got one of our strongest 11s out. Fikayo Tomori isn't in it, but I still think we have a very good team without him. And it looks like there's going to be a chance early on here with Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland breaking forward, he has a shot that De Gea saves, but it's a good start there. Haaland just waiting on them last defenders to pick the ball off and run away. Manchester United's team is David De Gea, Axel Tuanzebe, who got player of the tournament at the World Cup, playing centre-back for England, Skriniar and Hakimi. Oh, Hakimi is the guy from Borussia Dortmund / Real Madrid in real life, I believe. He's on loan at Dortmund, I think, and he's been really good. Chelsea have been rumoured with him in real life, but you know, they're just rumours, probably nothing to it. But yeah, they've also got Skriniar, Kamara, Hakimi, like we say, Mejbri, Rafa, other good players like that who are all looking good for him. And Reece James scores a free kick 10 minutes in. Brilliant from Reece James. I wasn't expecting that there, but he's gone and bagged it in the top right corner. It looked like De Gea should have had it, but we'll see it here. Reece James, our new captain, he's curled it in. And De Gea probably could have got to that, but we'll take it. What a goal that is from Reece James. We're 1-0 up after 10 minutes. There's the rest of their team. Yuri Tielemans, by the way, is the best player in the Premier League at the minute in terms of match rating. He's been carrying Manchester United, really. Bruno Fernandes, Martial and Rashford are the rest of their team. They also have Jeremy Boga on the bench, who is an ex-Chelsea player. We had the chance to re-sign him for like £16 million, but even though it could have been a good business decision, because he's worth a lot more than that, he just wouldn't fit into our team, so I didn't go for that. And I didn't choose to activate that option. Now, 22 minutes in, we're dominating the match. We've got the goal that we needed so that Man United have to press us, and we play much better when a team isn't sitting back and when a team is coming at us, because we're kind of a counter-attacking team. As you can see, we've had 39% possession, but we've had all the chances in the match. So we do like it when Manchester United come at us, and getting that early goal means they do have to. And we can see in the top right there, Liverpool have gone and got a goal to go ahead against Bournemouth. It's Mohamed Salah, and Reece James has just done brilliant on that right-hand side to have a hard shot at De Gea, which De Gea couldn't save, and Upamecano goes close. We're doing really well here. Really, really happy with the boys' performance so far. Almost half-time. Grimaldo, who's been a great player for us this season. This whole team's been performing brilliantly. I'm also convinced Pedri might be one of the world's best players in a couple of years, because he already is up there, and he's only 20, only just turned 20, and he's still developing like crazy. And it's the crossing from Grimaldo. Haaland stole it back after we lost it. Mason Mount and Havertz playing it well together. Finds Reece James, who's free on the right. He's doing what Emerson did for us for many a year, where he's always in space, but James's cross goes into the hands of David De Gea. And it's worrying now, because I feel like from a De Gea kick, Manchester United could be a bit dangerous. And here they are now with Rafa going forward. He takes it past Camavinga, finds Tielemans. Tielemans to Hakimi. Hakimi picks a pass to Marcus Rashford, who always seems to do well against us. Marcus Rashford, Kepa comes out and claims it authoritatively. I keep saying that word in my videos, and I never use it otherwise. I don't know why. It just makes me feel quite smart when I say it, to be honest. And Grimaldo here loses a ball to Bruno Fernandes. Rafa, can he take it away from Manchester United? But Havertz has stole it back, found Haaland. Haaland, can he take the shot? It's a poor shot, really, and it goes into De Gea's gloves. The one negative thing I would say about this season is everyone is scoring around the pitch, which is great. Sancho, Pedri, all our wingers are getting 10 plus goals a season, which we didn't have in the first few years. But what we did have last season was like a 35 goal Erling Haaland. Haaland and Xerxes, one game they'll score a hat-trick, then they won't score for 3 games. It's been very inconsistent from the strikers. And I know the tactic that we play doesn't suit strikers that much. But, you know, we still expect a few goals. They're both on roughly 10 goals each, which is good. But at halfway through the season, last year he would have had double that. Plus, our wingers are doing the same numbers. So, are they really performing how they should be? I don't know. It's hard to really think about that. But Manchester United do go forward after half-time now with Rafa on the right-hand side. They've worked it well. Martial with a header and it's gone in, and he's got 14 goals this season. That kind of came out of nothing. Manchester United haven't really done much this game. They were building into it a bit more. We can see the goal now. Bruno Fernandes took the ball onto the right side of the pitch, found Rafa. Rafa played a cross in past Grimaldo, and then Martial was just in between our 2 centre-backs. No one was really marking him, and he's done a good header there, Martial. No fault there at Kepa. Probably our centre-backs are at fault. Maybe we are missing Fikayo Tomori, but he isn't match fit yet, so we can't really play him. Pedri on the left-hand side. He's tackled by Tuanzebe. I thought we were going to get in there. And now Tuanzebe is counter-attacking for Manchester United with one long ball over the top to Martial. It's worked for them, but Upamecano gets in the way of the shot, and that goes out for a throw-in. We'll be looking at some changes in a minute, maybe getting some of the wingers off. I am annoyed because we've been playing so well, and then I genuinely think if I wasn't pressing record right now, we'd be beating Manchester United 3 or 4-0. But because I'm not, we're drawing. Cause it always happens when we record, but you know, maybe we'll pull it back and get an extra goal here. Reece James on the right hand side again. He's driven forward. Kamara tackles him. The ball comes out to Sancho. Sancho with a cross, and Pedri follows in. He gets his 10th for the season. Great ball in from Sancho. Great play from Sancho and Reece James there. And Pedri was lurking at that far post as the inside forward to head it in. We'll see it now. Reece James went past the defenders really easily. Kamara got a good tackle, to be fair. Sancho was just in the right place at the right time. And Pedri didn't head it in. He slide tackled it in on the volley. So that's something you don't see every day, but we'll definitely take it. We've got a chance now, just on the 60th minute before I do my substitutions, and it's Camavinga to Pedri. Camavinga finds Sancho. Sancho's hard shot, saved by De Gea, as Bournemouth pull a goal back against Liverpool there. It's now 2-1 in that game. Maybe Bournemouth can steal some points off Liverpool, but you never know. We won't hold any hope out for it, but it'll be a nice thing to see at the end of the game if it does happen. And we are in the 60th minute now. An hour has passed, and we'll be looking at some changes. I'm thinking Haaland should get off the pitch. That sounded really horrible. I didn't mean it in a horrible way, but Haaland is going to come off, and so is Mason Mount. I don't have him on the bench. Okay. I was looking for Mateo Kovacic, but we don't have him on the bench, so we're going to bring on Ryan Gravenberch. Not a bad player to bring on at all. Brilliant player Ryan Gravenberch is, and it's very harsh on him that he doesn't get into the first 11, but our players have just been playing so well in that midfield, and I think the amount we rotate anyway, Gravenberch is still getting sufficient game time. And that, oh no, have we just given away a penalty? We just have. It was Bastoni, the player filling in for Fikayo Tomori, and now Martial has a chance to get his second of the game from the spot. Can Kepa save? Martial's bagged it, and with 20 minutes to go, Martial scores his second of the game, and it's 2-2. Manchester United have just brought on Harry Maguire to replace Bruno Fernandes, so they really are sitting back to protect this draw away from home. Fair play to them, but we are coming forward now. Can we get a third goal? Pedri into the box. He finds Joshua Xerxes. Xerxes' shot is blocked, and he can't really do anything as Jeremy Boga comes on against us now. Look, we've dominated the game. I don't see how we aren't winning this. You know what? Let's go into a more attacking formation. No, we'll keep that, but then we will put like that, and then Hudson-Odoi for Sancho. Just a bit of extra pace. Why not? Come on, boys, we can do this. Let's push it into attacking. Can we get a goal to make it 3-2? I mean, 2-2 it technically isn't bad, but we should have walked this game looking at the stats. But I say that every time, and there is going to be another chance here. Hopefully it's not for Manchester United. And it is Jeremy Boga going forward. He's our former player. He's burst past 1-2-3. Takes the shot, Kepa saves, but it didn't look like that much of a chance, so maybe that wasn't the end of the highlight, but it was, and that's going to be the end of the game now, isn't it? Again, we've drawn in the channel video, and we've been playing so well, and that's so annoying, because we were the better team there. I am disappointed in that. I'm going to say I'm disappointed to the boys. We should be winning that. And unfortunately, another video ends with a draw, but I can assure you we are doing very well, and we will find out now. Liverpool did win, Mohamed Salah getting both goals, which makes the table look like this now, so if Liverpool were to get another win in their game in hand, it would only be 3 points behind us, which We were like 8 points, 10 points ahead at one point, so that's annoying, and I hope we can extend the gap, but it's looking like it is. The Premier League's never easy, and we know that, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge now. And it's a challenge I hope the boys are ready for, now that we've lost the team leader in Jorginho. Hopefully the players can step up, and we can lead this team to a Premier League title, and hopefully make it a bit more comfortable than we are making it. We are currently unbeaten, past halfway in the season now, so you never know. Maybe we could win the league, go unbeaten, and you'll forget about these 2 draws that you saw. In terms of when we'll bring it back for the next video, I'm thinking second leg against Bayern Munich in March, because then we can talk about February and then play a pretty important game against Bayern Munich, who are the team that we've been drawing against, by the way. I forgot to mention that in the first round of the Champions League. It's the first knockout round. We have Bayern Munich. A Chelsea-Bayern match, you know, just like the old final that we had where Chelsea won the Champions League. We'll see how that goes. We will bring it back then. So that'll be the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you did, feel free to comment if you want to get involved down below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We do upload every other day here. We are on episode 31 now, and we've almost hit 30 subscribers, so that'll be a nice little target to hit. We need 1 more subscriber, so if you are watching and you haven't hit that subscribe button, I'd love it if you could. But overall, I just hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you come back to watch another video. So I'll see you in the next one, hopefully, guys, and goodbye.